Hi again, this is Mike Moon from HIPAA Watchdog. I'm going to go ahead and recommend this right now. If you're looking for a phone for workplace or to distribute throughout your phone, the Windows Phone should be one of the top 3 or 4 that you should consider. Windows Phone is not that popular just amongst people in general because they much prefer getting the Android or the Apple devices right now. But that's also one of the reasons why it's more secure is because less people actually use a Windows Phone, and so it's less of a target. Unlike Windows, where everybody at work uses it. So a lot of the DNA that comes on the Windows 8.1 platform is actually based on Windows 10 stuff. So a lot of the security features that are available on Windows 10 actually get transferred over to the Windows Mobile platform as well. So that's definitely a benefit. And because of that, you actually get even more security because less people use it. More attacks get done on Windows 10. Windows 10 gets patched a lot more frequently. A lot of the DNA of Windows 10 is actually in the system, so you get the benefit of all those security patches as well as the mobile device management that locks down your computer systems also help to lock down your Windows 8 phone. So your Windows administrators are going to really love being able to manage and secure and lock down Windows mobile phones more than they would be able to do it on an Android platform or Apple platform. Okay, so enough about that. It is definitely recommended. There are a few couple of settings that you want to do if you have a Windows mobile phone, and they're very basic, but sometimes people just forget to do them or don't want to do them. So one of the things you need to do is you need to make sure that your Windows phone is up to date, and you go down through there through all settings. All apps, and then go to settings, and then you actually go ahead down to backup and updates. So you keep scrolling down all the way down here, update and backup, phone update. Check for updates. Make sure you're running the latest ones. One of the settings that you should use is also tell me when updates are available for my phone. And if you want it to automatically update it while you're sleeping, typical times for that is probably 3 a.m. So you can automatically have it set up to download updates. If your data settings allow it. If you're on Wi-Fi, it shouldn't be a problem, but you can configure that. So check for updates. I already updated this phone. It's on the latest version, 8.1 point something something something, as of October 28th. So this October 27th. So this is perfectly fine. It'll take you about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how far back your updates are. So it's not a big deal. It's something that you should definitely do. All right. So another thing you want to do is make sure that you also set up the phone screen lock outs. And that's, something very basic. That's basically your lock screen. And, you just go down here and choose the timeout when it actually happens. I recommend between 30 seconds and 5 minutes. Don't do 15 minutes or 30 minutes or never. This is something that you want to set up. But it's no use if you do that unless you put in a password. So unfortunately, in this setting, you can only do an numeric password in this example. Through some more advanced security settings, you're able to do an alphanumeric, but right out of the box, you have the option of creating just a numeric password. Make it somewhat long. Don't do the standard 4-digit. That's really easier to hack, particularly if you like to leave your phone around. So don't do that. So turn on the password lock, type in some passwords, and just remember that. I recommend at least 8 to 10 characters long, but I realize convenience is a bit of an issue, so definitely consider at least 4 to 5 or 6. I'd say 6 is a good compromise. Okay, so on to that. Then we want to make sure you have Find My Phone on. So you can do that by registering it in a number of ways. You can start over here, and it's just save my phone's location. You need to go to windowsphone.com, and when you register the phone, you'll register it with windowsphone.com or Microsoft, and from there you have access to a control panel that allows you to ring, lock, erase, locate, or send apps to your phone from windowsphone.com. And if this is set up through your workplace and they have the mobile device management as well, they can also help configure this to make sure that it's more secure and that they can load and offload apps or approve or disapprove all those fun things that you can do as a Windows administrator. They can do for your work phone. Okay, so there's only one option, as you can see here, save my phone's location periodically. That's also good. If your phone runs out of power, at least you know lastly where it was actually found. Okay, App permissions, also a good one to do. You want to be able to control what has access to what. So make sure you take a look at those to figure out which ones are going to be valid or good for you to go ahead and allow access to or disallow access to. The Windows Administrator, if this is set up through your company, will actually turn on or turn off certain things, which is pretty cool. So they can turn off the camera if you know you're in a HIPAA secure area and you really shouldn't be using the camera for work anyway. You know, if you're seeing patients and you're not allowed to use the camera, they can actually turn that off so that doesn't function. Same thing with the microphone. Same thing with remote removable storage. That's one of the great reasons why this is such a good choice and platform for workplace. Okay, make sure you have the backups on as well. Just have that saved up to the cloud. The administrator would probably do that. If you're using a Nokia phone, also set up your Nokia phone account as well. That's another way to help track your phone and register your phone as well. So do that, and you'll have a much more secure phone. All right, thanks for watching.